Right now, I'm in the beginning phases of my body transformation. Body transformation to look like the main stars in the new movie Creed 3. Now, if you've ever seen any clips of the movie, or even just seen the movie itself, you know these guys are in tremendous shape. Hopefully I can get the role in Creed 4, and I don't mind being the bad guy. But in my previous video, I explained there's more than one way to skin a cat. You know, there's more than one way to tie your shoe. There's more than one way to get that kind of look. Now, you don't have to follow their exact regimen that they did. Now, one example, a quote that I heard was chicken, rice, and broccoli. That sounds boring as hell. Now, I don't know about you, you're probably gonna want some variety and diversity, and you wanna know if there's like a light at the end of the tunnel. So for myself, as well as for a lot of other people, there's a lot of different ways that you can approach this, all right? Now, for me, for example, because I like to do things in an all natural way, and I don't like to use a whole bunch of supplements. I'm totally against steroids. I'm all about doing things completely natural. And a lot of people don't realize that they actually have the potential to build their body this certain way. They just don't understand that they actually do have this potential, and they don't understand what actually goes into it, what it takes to do it. First off, I gotta say, there's a lot of genetics that goes into it, and it's also a lot of time that you have to put into it. But as long as you're willing to do the hard work, pretty sure you can do it. Believe in yourself. First off, I like to start my day off with water. You know, maybe I'll have a cup of coffee. And then after that, I kind of really don't want to eat anything until noon. I want to allow my body to go through that morning process of eliminating, you know, food from the day before, because it takes time to digest your food from the day before. So the first thing I'll have is something like spirulina. 5 days out of 7, first thing I'll have, which would be the best thing to have, is spirulina. Spirulina is good for so many functions of your body, especially when it comes to doing this high intense kind of training where you're trying to get good results and you're trying to make yourself stronger, gain weight. You know, you want to have recovery, you want to have good mental focus. It's good for brain health, gut health, so it's going to help with your digestion. It's got amino acids and protein. Pound for pound, it's got more protein than any meat in the world. I already done a video on that and the math of that, but you have to scroll down through see my videos of that one. But I've already proven that spirulina has more protein than any meat out there. After that, because I like to have good different foods, you know, my favorite thing to have is broccoli. I know that's kind of typical, you know, but to be honest, I've loved broccoli since I was a kid. So start off with just simmering it in either coconut oil, olive oil, or butter if you want to, but just use natural butter. Don't use that's instant spread vegetable oil crap, because if you look at it, it's got like 50 ingredients in there. I like regular butter because you look at the ingredients, it's just sweet cream and salt. That's it. So as I said in the past, when you look at the ingredients, the least amount of ingredients, the better. So I like to have something like sauteed vegetable, like broccoli, asparagus, zucchini. Those are a few good ones. They're high in vitamins and minerals for your body, as well as they're mostly water. Your body is electric, and you need to feed your body electric foods. So that means you need to feed your body with H3O2. You don't just want to have just water. You don't want to eat just chicken and rice, because both of those things don't have H3O2. H3O2 is a high level of potential hydrogen. The higher the pH level, potential hydrogen, the more high chance your body has of repairing itself and healing itself, because an alkaline body is a healthy body. When your body's alkaline, your body can heal itself better. So if you want to have good recovery, you should be intaking foods that are high on the alkaline list, all right? After that, something I think that goes perfect with that, and something that's also cost effective, is tilapia. I was able to get like a pretty big bag of like prepared fillets of tilapia for relatively cheap, under $10. Now I chose tilapia because it's one of the fish that has scales, so it's on my list of fish that's okay to eat. It's not a bottom feeder. But of course, fresh is best. So if you can get a fresh fish, fresh tilapia, fresh salmon, or something like that, a fish with scales, preferably one that's not a bottom feeder, then you're good to go. When I was at the store, I picked up some salmon as well, but of course salmon is a lot more expensive, so I was only able to get 2 pieces in the package versus 10 fillets. You see, different in price, but you know, still quality fish. And this is just one example. So I didn't choose rice because I'd rather have something like rice later in the day, because it's a complex carb. So it's going to be harder for your body to digest it. It's going to put a lot more wear and tear on your digestive system. Not wear and tear in a negative way, but it just takes a lot more energy to digest it, opposed to the vegetables and the fish. Your body almost gets energy and healing from it right away, and it's not a lot of stress for your body to digest it. Now, what you decide to eat for dinner is going to be up to you, but always remember, like I said in the past, remember the 80-20 rule. If you're someone that's beginning, consider eating 80% good food and then 20%, the bad other food, the food that may have to be, that's in like a box or something that's gotta get cooked or something, No diet is completely perfect, but the more you educate yourself, the more armed and more knowledgeable you are, because doing all this education, self-education, is actually really easy. It's just at first it may seem a little intimidating and it may seem like you don't know which way to go or what to do. But I promise you, if I can do it, if I can figure it out, then you can figure it out. And lucky for you, you got hundreds of videos to scroll through to educate yourself. So then all this knowledge can be second nature. You don't have to ask somebody, what do I eat? You can just check out the videos and learn for yourself, educate yourself. And also try a variety of different vegetables and fruits as well. So to say, if you don't want to have fish with vegetables, you can just try eating some fruit first. Eat the fish and vegetables later. But save the harder to digest food for later in the day. The complex carbs, all right? The rice, the grains, the beans, those kind of things are a little bit harder to digest. Things that are dried up and then have to be cooked in water for a period of time before you can even eat it, save those for later in the day because it takes more energy for your body to digest it. So it's better to have that as like a last meal. Otherwise, you're gonna be sleeping, you're gonna have the itis early in the day when you still got a full day. Because when I eat foods like my broccoli or asparagus with my fish, I can do another workout later, if anything, because it gives me extra energy instantly, all right? So hopefully this video is useful for you guys. You should do lots of research for yourself because knowledge is power. I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace.